Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
You okay? Dude, what the fuck? How are you gonna start the podcast, yell at me to go, and then I push the button and you start rubbing your eyes like a dad, and then coughing and hacking?
I wanted to pretend like I was you for a moment, just extruding my bodily fluids into the microphone for
That's how I do it.
everyone to hear.
How do you know that you have the good microphone right now?
I don't. Let me smell it. This one smells okay.
Mine smells like corn chips, like dog feet.
Oh, probably because you got the burp mic. Your nasty ass burp mic. Welcome to Cowboy Boys Podcast, episode 38. The name of this episode is Corn Chip Burp
Dog feet.
Dog. No, all right, ready?
Okay, yeah. Say the name of the episode.
No, okay, here we go.
Okay, yeah.
We're starting now.
Okay, we'll start again.
How's it going, Shayne?
It's going. It's going good. Everything's totally normal over here. Oh my gosh, man. What have you been up to lately?
Just playing video games.
Just kidding. We've been in the apartment together, directly next to each other, as just like fucking we're living in a submarine, man.
I consider it a prison.
Yeah, I like to pretend it's a submarine so as to feel like I'm serving our country.
I like to pretend like it's one of those fancy, high-class Norwegian, Swedish, one of those Swedish Norway prisons.
A Swedish massage prison.
But the prisons, you know how they're just like better than our apartment now.
Yeah, they have like prostitutes and just like chefs.
Well, I don't know about
They're
that.
going to school. No, I'm serious.
They have video games.
Prisons in Norway have like prostitutes that
Really?
visit them. Yeah, in Thailand too.
Well, Thailand.
There's actually quite a few prisons in other countries have prostitutes that visit.
But anyways, those prisons, when you look at them, you like Google them, they look like they're from the future. Like this is how rich people live in Manhattan. They're all these compounds and they got ping pong tables and it's almost like a high class tech company. Just they all sleep there. Their beds are all nice. Nothing's dirty.
It's the Google campus.
Yeah, it looks like it has that. It has that feel. And you just request like, hey, could I get like an easel and some paints? I really need to work on my. It's like, yeah, I murdered a guy, but I really want to take that energy and put it into arts.
You could be like Varg Vikernes, and I forget his last name, but he went to prison and he created the world's most complicated and stupid version of Dungeons and Dragons.
Varg Vikernes.
I don't know.
Name. He's pretty interesting.
He's
guy.
for those of you who don't know, he's one of the godfathers of black metal.
Yeah, he's made some cool music.
He stabbed someone to death.
He's also, isn't he kind of racist?
Yeah,
A little bit. But name one like musical artist that isn't bad. People still listen to Michael Jackson. He allegedly did some bad stuff.
Hold on. No, I've got it. Hold on. The Bee Gees?
The Bee Gees? I
Yeah.
bet one of them did some bad stuff.
Wait, no, you're right. The one that dressed as the American Indian. He
Oh,
fucked
shit.
up.
There you
He
go.
really fucked up.
But anyways, yeah, being in quarantine feels like a Norway prison. I can do whatever I want, but I'm just wasting my time.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Remember that day where I sat in the course of 48 hours, I played 30 hours of a video game?
Yes, that was wild.
2 15-hour back-to-back sessions, and I beat it.
2 back-to-back. That's how I beat that one Star Wars game. 2 sittings. Just crushed it out. I couldn't stop.
That's what I would do in Norway prison.
Do you think they have video games there? That'd be fucking cool.
Absolutely.
Really?
They have everything.
What would you rather have in prison, video games or a weekly prostitute?
Probably video games.
Yeah, me too.
Because you could jack off, and that's kind of close to a
Yeah.
substitute. But after the prostitute, it's like after an hour or two, you're like, okay, now what I'm gonna do for the rest of the week?
Her titties can't even run like a game that would run on MS-DOS, so you're trapped. All right, so I read this story of this people on Reddit were talking about their worst Tinder stories. And, normally I just read this stuff, get a few lulls, and then I bounce out, right?
Okay.
But there's this one story that specifically struck me as extra fucking crazy, and I wanted to hear your opinion about this story. What you would do, how you would react, what you think in general terms. And I want you to know, I want to see if you can guess where the story's going.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to read it out loud to you and the listeners, and all of you can play along at home. Okay, so this person says, my worst Tinder experience was pretty traumatizing for me at the time. I was a sophomore in college, and she was a junior or a senior at the same school. Okay, so they're like 3 years apart. The first time we ever hung out, I went over to her apartment, and we just watched some Netflix and hung out. Nothing crazy. I was thinking, this chick is super cool. We might have something here. By the way, how can you know if you just sit and watch shows? How do you know she's cool?
What if she could watch a cool show. If you sit and watch Friends, you know she's lame.
Oh, true.
Peace out of there.
If she picks a good show, it's cool.
What
She's like, let's watch Evangelion. You're like, all right.
You're not just sitting there the whole time on Netflix. You're talking throughout.
I mean,
unless it's like a really engaging movie. You ever been there where you're completely ignoring the girl because you're so into the movie? And you're like, oh yeah, I was gonna try and have sex, but this movie turned out to be so good.
I've done that, and then had the girl be like, that was a good date. You know what I think is happening? I think that you and I are just like, yeah, let's talk. But most regular people are like, cool, we watched a show, we did it, we did the thing, successful date.
I mean, it all depends. Sometimes you don't want to talk. Sometimes first date you definitely want to talk.
Yeah.
Also, if whatever, some people don't. What if you two people who don't want to talk and just want to hump meet up and don't want to talk?
True.
There you go.
Okay, I mean, sure, yeah. So he goes, I leave telling her I'd like to see her again if she's down. She told me she would love to and just hit her up whenever and we'll make some plans. So this is very like totally normal stuff.
Imagine trying to make the moves on a girl and you actually just start watching Tiger King.
Oh, dude.
You would not be able to.
Thank God that show happened in quarantine, because how many people would have gone on dates and then fucked up their date?
They would have forgotten that they were going to fuck.
Though that's a really good way to find out if someone's cool, because if you're both watching Tiger King and you're like, whoa, these guys rule, and then she's like, oh, they're the worst, you're like, hey, you got to get out of here.
Yeah.
When Joe Exotic runs as a libertarian and doesn't even know what a libertarian is.
Yeah, that's a good libertarian.
Yeah, I was going to say
perfect,
the most libertarian thing you can do.
The perfect candidate.
Dude, nothing is more libertarian than a gay, gun-wielding drug addict that owns tigers.
That's freedom right there.
That's fucking America. All right.
Anyways.
So we start texting, Snapchatting throughout the week and organize some plans for the following weekend.
See, there you're getting to know each other.
Yep. Out of nowhere, she starts sending me unsolicited nudes. Fucking awesome.
I
right?
mean, maybe. What if he didn't want them?
I mean, maybe, but I'm stoked for him because he likes her, clearly.
Yeah.
Listen, if you like someone, read the room. Just, as a guy, never send an unsolicited nude. But I'll say my controversial opinion. As a girl, you can kind of gauge if you surprise a guy with a nude. He's probably going to be fine.
That's just how society works.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Most of the time, girls can send unsolicited nudes.
Read the room, babies.
But sometimes you might get bitten.
You could.
You can send the wrong nude to the wrong guy. Look, 100% of the time, you can send unsolicited nudes to us.
Yeah.
If you're unsure, but.
Okay, so he goes, never once asked for them, and we were hanging out the weekend prior. There was no sexual activity at any level. We quite literally Netflix and chilled. It caught me off guard, but I was more than cool with it. I'm a young college guy, and this hot older chick wants to send me nudes after only hanging out one time. Say less. Fast forward to
that is odd right there. If you've already seen her naked in nudes and then she comes over and nothing happens. No,
nothing happened, and then she sent the nudes.
Oh, okay, sorry. I mixed
Though
up.
I've had that happen. And then I was kind of like, what was that about? And then she was like, I was on my super period. So, and I was like, I would have done it anyway.
Yeah.
And she's like, damn, I wish I would have known. And I was like, how many guys are lame about period sex?
Probably I'll college guys.
Dude.
Look, if they dropped out of high school, they probably don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. I love it. Girls are like, we can do it in the shower, and I'm just like, I don't. Anywhere, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Let's just go.
So, anyways,
so fast forward to the weekend. She comes to my apartment. We're hanging out with my roommates, watching something on TV. She asks if she can stay the night. And after sending me nudes to me all week, I kind of figured what was up. So in my head, I'm like, fuck yes. But I tell her, of course, and be polite. I offer to sleep on the couch because we've only known each other for all of 2 weeks. This guy's
what?
so fucking Mormon about it.
Yeah, why would you? What?
I don't know.
Be like, you can sleep on my couch, or
anyway, she tells me she'd rather sleep in my bed with her.
Okay, so there it goes.
Yeah. So I know it's on. So this guy's true supreme gentleman. Now he knows 100% he's gonna fuck this girl.
Well, you don't know. She just might want to sleep in his bed.
True.
Don't
That's
assume.
true. Listen,
don't assume.
I've had a girl be like, I want to come over and cuddle. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you want to cuddle? And she's like, yeah, I want to fall asleep with you. And like in my mind, I was like, about to fuck this girl. And then she was like, no, I literally just want to cuddle. I was like, oh, damn.
That rules.
Fuck. It wasn't cool because
more girls should do that.
I was just horny at the time. I would be down if I had, if in my mind I knew what was going on. But brain and penis were locked on to the target, you know what I mean? Anyway, I agree with you. It does rule, but I wish I had known she was being literal.
It's a funny move to pull.
Yeah, it really is. She fucked me so
Very
hard.
Power move.
Not in the real sense. But then we later had sex. Not that night though. Okay, so she tells, so he knows it's on. So we get to Netflix and chilling in my room, and I make a move. We start hooking up and eventually wind up having sex. I wore a condom and finished inside of it and tossed it off to my side of the bed. As we're laying there a few minutes, she gets up abruptly, comes around to my side of the bed, and grabs the condom off the floor and runs into the bathroom.
Okay.
All right. I'm a little confused, maybe a little concerned, but kind of brush it off. As I'm laying there in bed, I hear a loud crash in my bathroom as she yells, fuck. I ask if she's okay and get no response. I'm a little concerned, thinking this girl just fell in my bathroom and cracked her head open or something. I go to open the door, and she's standing in my shower with one leg propped up, trying to shove the condom up her vagina after she flipped it inside out.
Okay. So where's the problem?
God damn it, Mac. No, you're right. You into this?
I'm not anti into it. I'm not.
What do you mean?
She's a go-getter. I like it. I like her style. What if that's her fetish? She just wants to be cum inside of.
Yeah.
Look, my opinion is once your sperm leaves your body, you're not responsible for it anymore.
So she got pregnant.
I mean, he didn't. That's the eyes of the law and the eyes of my law are two different stories.
Jesus Christ, man. So you catch a girl trying to shove your used condom up inside of her to get pregnant, and you're just cool with it?
But here's the thing. I exclusively only try to sleep with people that I would be comfortable having kids with.
But everyone, please, wait, hold on. Everyone put your lawyer fedoras on. Okay. Everyone's lawyer fedoras are on. Did you fucking hear the verbiage Mac used? He said, I always try to.
Dude, no one's 100%, but...
So you've nutted inside of girls that you wouldn't have wanted to have a baby with.
I found out
in a condom.
I found out after the fact, with a condom and without. But yes.
Oh my God!
But I'm saying most of the time, personally, I would be okay with it.
Damn,
because of the animals I sleep with. That's such a baller move.
Dude.
If she's like, I want to take this to the next level now, I'm like, all right, let's do this.
You're so fucking insane. You're just like, let's have a baby this way.
Why not?
Can you imagine explaining to your son, Dad, can you tell me more about how I was conceived?
Okay, who
Me,
Who asked
I
their
would.
No, who asked their parents that? Can you give me the details the night
A lot of parents make jokes about it. Dude, so I have a friend, Andrew Strother, and his cousin, whose name I won't say, she was conceived because her mother is a lesbian, okay, who had a friend who was a dude, and one time they were on a road trip together, and they were sleeping in the same bed, and he got all horny, and she's like, listen, I get it. You're horny, but I'm a lesbian. I'm not going to have sex with you, but I'll let you jack off onto me, and he beat off onto her pussy, and then that baby was born. Or that's the story. Anyway.
Yeah.
So some people have some crazy conception stories. All right,
I told you some people have that commando sperm. That
fucking
they'll chop through the jungle and just get in there.
Anything
they'll
to
complete
win
the mission.
So the first time you've ever fucked a girl and you use a condom and then she just puts it inside of her and you're like, wow, I guess.
I'd be angry because I'd be like, why did we wear a condom?
I mean, that's fair.
That's where I'd be at. But anyways, what did he do? Does the story continue?
So he freaks out. No clue what to do. She's clearly freaked out and probably embarrassed, ? This guy's so polite. It's absurd.
I mean, is she embarrassed? Oh my God.
You've caught me in my horrific plan. He goes, I have no clue. I shut the door. Dude, I would spear her Goldberg style.
Yeah.
I would dude, there's no way my sperm's getting into your pussy that way. Dude, I would fully just DDT that fucking bitch off of the bathtub, dude, through the sink, whatever. I would go in after that sperm. She can't have it. Though that's why I tie my condoms off. I actually learned that from another comic, R.A. Shafir.
I've always done that just naturally, not out of fear, just because I don't want it leaking out.
Oh, yeah, I tie them off.
You tie them off.
She's going to have to rip it open with her teeth to get it if she wants it. Anyway, yeah, I would fucking spear her. So clearly freaked out, probably embarrassed. I shut the door immediately. She says she's going to leave, and I say, sounds good. I never hear from her again.
So, the happy ending.
I guess.
You might have a kid, you might not. Who cares?
If you had a kid right now, if some random woman was like, hey, this is my 7-year-old, you conceived him into me. Well,
some random woman I don't know.
No, you fucked her. Fucked her.
You said
sorry. Listen, I'm kind of going off of like my younger years. So when I say random woman, what I mean is a woman you slept with who you have no recollection of, which can happen.
No, I remember all of them.
I have a few in mind that you slept with where I was like, I really hope you took care of that. And so it's been a couple years. You could have a fucking 5-year-old you don't know about.
I could probably have a 10-year-old I don't know about.
And so would you be cool? Were you just like, yeah, I'm a dad now?
It depends. I'd have to like talk. I'd have to look at the kid. I'd have to talk to him if he's cool.
What if you just
not.
look at him? He's a huge fucking head. You're like, oh shit,
yeah,
that's me.
Guilty.
Fuck. Dude, we could get some 2 Men and a Baby stuff going on.
I never saw that movie.
I didn't either, but I know I've inferred from the title that it's about 2 men and a baby.
Yeah, she just drops off my kid and is like, see ya.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude, we'd be fathers.
I would totally raise a kid because think of, you know how like when you walk a dog around, how girls are like, oh, he's so cute.
It's true.
Nothing's cuter than a baby.
Dude,
nothing will get you laid than being a single father taking care of a child.
That's very true. I have several friends who are single dads and they fucking crush puss. Yeah. And one of them, their son is like 11 and he like gets it. He's like,
he's the wingman.
He's like, dude, so he's fucking ultimate wingman style.
All right, if she asks, you are 7.
Dude, I've literally seen him. My friend has been like, you want him to like hook you? He'll just be like, Shayne, once my house caught on fire and Shayne saved me, and he'll just walk away, and I'll be like, damn, that was fucking clutch, dude. Killing it over here.
how scripted of stories can this kid do?
Dude, he'd
be like, my mom died and my father was there for me the whole time.
Dude, exactly. Well, and he also is smart. He'll just be like, my mommy doesn't love me, but my daddy has enough love for both of them. Like, you're just like, damn, dude. I hope you treat my dad better than my mom treated him when he left us. It's just like, whoa. so fucking cool, dude.
Also, if this happens to you, don't be fooled.
Yeah, ladies.
Ladies or
listen,
men.
you can't trust grown or young men. That is the lesson from the podcast. Trust no man.
You can't trust anyone
on these streets.
They might steal your condom and
So true.
inseminate themselves.
I mean, guys can do that to girls, though, right? I mean, like, guys do shady shit like that all the time. I have a condom on, they put it in anyway.
Everyone does all kinds of shady shit.
It's true, dude. It's true. I had a friend who caught a girl poking holes in his condoms. And by caught a girl, I mean he caught his wife poking holes in it because they didn't want to have a kid and he wore condoms and she was trying to have one anyway. Divorced.
Yeah, that's a pretty big.
Yeah, so they got divorced pretty hard over it. I remember he told me about it, and he's like, I told my dad, and my dad was like, just to like make sure I get better condoms and like to trick her, but not to worry about it. I was like, dude, what the fuck? That was your dad's advice? Divorce her. Divorce her immediately.
Someone's lying and deceitful in a marriage, and you're like, just outclass her.
Dude, that's boomer logic hardcore. When it comes to marriage, the ones that are like into it, they're just like, yeah, so your wife is trying to trap you with a baby you don't want. Just outplay her and keep fucking her. You're like, dude, no. That's crazy. Outplay your wife. Okay, I have another one.
Oh, there's more.
I have a few more. They're silly. This one fucked me up personally. I almost think it's worse than the first one we just read.
The first one wasn't that bad.
Oh, Jesus, dude. You know what's fucked up is I don't think you're doing a bit. I genuinely think you're. I almost think if you caught a girl trying to put your used condom inside of her, you'd be like, I'm ready to go right now. Like, I will bust inside of you this second.
If it's the right girl.
And I'm right. If you saw the look on Mac's face as he daydreamt about it. Okay, this guy met up with a Tinder girl at Dave & Buster's. Solid first date. She brought me there for a fucking pyramid scheme sign-up presentation.
All right.
Guess I respect the hustle. That's the whole post.
So
just imagine a girl inviting you on a date and you show up and it's a pyramid scheme. Did I be so fucking mad?
Really? I mean, I'd try and like flip the pyramid scheme and it'd be like, here's the thing, like, I'm just too horny to think right now.
Oh.
I can't make a decision with my balls full. I really think I want this, but I don't know. And then
that's a pretty good. I like that.
Again, as we just got done saying don't be deceitful.
Yeah. Also, just got done saying you wouldn't fuck anyone you wouldn't want to have a baby with, and then you're like, oh fuck, the Dave & Buster's pyramid scheme, lady.
I didn't say that I would do that because I've clearly walked out on dates I've hated before, just got up and left. But I'm putting that out there as an idea for anyone who gets put in an awful situation like that.
True. Have you ever just been with a girl and you were like, I hate you, I don't want to have sex with you, but we're already like in this situation? Do you just want to beat me off or blow me? Have you ever done that?
No, if we're already in the situation.
When was the last time you had someone get you off but not have sex with them? Has that ever happened?
I don't know.
The other day I was talking to my friend and he was like, he said he'd never had that happen. He'd only had sex or not.
I think I'm kind of like of that camp.
That's crazy.
Why?
I don't know. I've had quite a few girls just be like, let me blow you. And like, there's something about just like the fact that they want to do it that you're like, yeah, I guess.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it, but I think most of the time it's like you're either horny enough to do it or not. And unless they've got like something going on down there and they're just like, I'll just blow you.
I mean, that's the thing with me too, is like I've got that far of like they have that much consent and I assume like they don't want, I'm just like, I'm just riding the wave you're on. It's whatever. Here's another one. Found a really nice girl, talked for weeks before we went on a date where we went hiking, and at the end I set up my hammock and we cuddled. I dozed off by mistake because it was super comfortable and the weather was perfect, and I woke up after she undid my pants and had her hand around my penis while fingering herself at the time.
Cool.
She then begged me to go further because, quote unquote, I just want your cum in me so badly. This comes after we both said we were looking for something serious and both wanted to wait till marriage.
Sounds like she was serious.
Dude.
I mean,
how wild would that be?
I don't know. I'd be into it.
Jesus.
Seems so comfy. You're out in a hammock. It's night, perfect weather. What better time to get a surprise?
A surprise baby.
Yeah. Again, first
Ladies, anyone listening to this who was ever in a situation where you can have sex with Mac Arthur, I think the way to his heart is sex crime. You've got a sex crime Mac.
You can sex crime me.
Dude, so these are our notes.
That is the weird thing, because it's only a crime if they don't want it.
I mean, yeah. Yes, that's how most crimes work. It's like, I got a loan from the bank. So you got $50,000 from the bank. Yeah, but it wasn't a crime because they wanted it.
I shot that guy, but he was asking for it.
True. These are like my notes for the podcast, like topics, and a lot of them are old, like we've already talked about them. But this one just says, I forget what conversation we're having in life that I wrote this down. It says, is it gayer time suck dick or get fuck? That's what I wrote.
Gayer time suck dick or get fuck. Yeah, I have no idea what we're talking about, if that was your note.
I think it's probably, is it gayer to suck someone's dick or is it gayer to get fucked by them?
Oh.
I said it was gayer to suck their dick.
Than to get fucked?
Yeah.
So really it boils down to a question of, as a man, which hole is gayer to get a cock inside of? Your mouth or your butt?
I think it's the mouth for sure.
I think it's the butt.
Really?
Yeah.
I just don't agree with you at all.
I think a mouth is easy. You could brush your teeth after. You could spit a bunch. You could wash the demons out. But your butt, it's so much harder to.
Your mouth like has to actively work. Like, you're sucking a dick, like, you're sucking a dick. If you can just get fucked. You can't just get blowjobbed.
Oh, yeah, you can.
But, okay, hold on. You can just get blowjobs, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I do know what you mean.
Okay, so the looters break into the apartment. And they're like, whoa, Shayne Smith, we love your comedy. Go in your room and chill for a second. And I was like, okay, guys. And then they hold a gun to your head, all right?
Like, give me one of your holes?
Yeah. You have to suck me off till I come or let me fuck you in the butt till I come.
I would do the mouth.
What? That's so crazy to me.
I would be a lot of teeth, too. See, that's the thing. I have more control over the mouth because you're like, oh, you gotta suck them off, and I'd be like, nope, it's going to be very uncomfortable.
This is day one. See, you just don't know how to utilize your butthole correctly. If you're like, I have more control over my mouth, I have control over my butt.
I don't need to have control over my butt because it's a virgin pure butt.
Dude, you're out of control. Listeners, this is one of the times I wish so badly this was a live show because I want everyone to weigh in. I almost feel like it would be a 50-50 split.
We do have people weighing in on the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Because the last episode we had the what did you ask? Is a girl's penis gay?
Yeah.
And so some people think we got an email that said, okay, look, it's not gay to date a trans woman because trans women are women. However, that doesn't mean you have to be okay with fucking them, which I kind of agree with. But my whole thing was, it's the dick that makes it gay as a man.
Dicks aren't what makes you gay.
True, whatever. And really, honestly, it doesn't matter to me because I don't care what you identify as or what it all is. As long as you got the right parts that I'm into, that's why put a name on it.
Okay, I mean, sure.
So, Mac, if you don't want to fuck a lady with a dick, you don't have to, but it is, in fact, straight to do so. I hope this helps. I love you guys a lot.
Dude, fucking crushing it.
And then there was another email we got about that same kind of thing. Howdy Cowboys, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of compliments for me. They rag on you a bunch because you're bad. And then regarding last episode, as a genderqueer and sexually romantically queer person, I don't exactly believe it's homophobic or transphobic to not want to have sex with a person with a penis.
Well, yes.
When it comes to dating and sex, you're allowed to be as picky as you want, as long as you aren't rude and respectful. and are respectful. Intimacy is intimate and personal. It should be making you happy. However, if one doesn't want to associate with trans folk because they're trans, then that is transphobic.
I mean,
I couldn't have said that better than any better.
I mean, yeah, I agree with everything they said, but that's not what our debate is about.
You know what?
I never even said if I want to date a trans woman or not. And neither of us claimed it was transphobic either way.
That was just what it is.
The idea is that is it gay or isn't it gay?
I think it should be like voting. You shouldn't even have to tell someone whether you think it's gay or not. It's like whatever.
A gentleman never tells.
In your own mind, you get to decide what it is, and it's a personal choice on how I choose what that.
I mean, fair enough.
And then she sent us a bunch of dog pics.
Cool. What kind of dog is it?
What is that? That's a normal, like, golden... What is that a golden retriever?
I don't know. I can't see it. Everyone, Mac's computer is... Oh, he's showing it to me? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a normal dog.
Yeah, it's just a dog. It looks kind of like a golden retriever. Well, that's cool. What else do we got going on in the emails?
We got this guy. We got this guy who sent us some pretty crazy nudes.
Oh, yeah. Some dude sent us the most artful nudes ever. Dude, guys fucking crush it when they send nudes.
I mean, 90% of the time, probably not.
Yeah. But at least the dudes who listen to this podcast do. Also, every dude who sent us a nude is just working with a fucking pipe on them, dude. These guys...
If you had a smaller dick, I don't think you'd be flaunting it.
You might be.
Maybe.
Well, listen, both of us have been on the internet, and we know that's not true.
I mean, there's the comically tiny ones where you're like, fuck it, I'll take a picture and send it to everyone.
Yeah, once you have there's a certain threshold where you're medium, where you're just like, I'll just chill.
So this guy, hey dudes, found the podcast, show my appreciation by swinging some tasteful dick pics your way, all the way from Australia.
Dude, more Australians.
Wants to see us there. Feel free to mention them on the podcast if they're worthy.
They are worthy, man.
You can look at them.
You're killing it.
You're more into that.
I'll describe. Firstly, he's in great shape. Got some quality tattoos.
Here's the thing that like when a New York Times does those like black and white photo ops.
Yeah. Where it's like an old woman's face or whatever.
Yeah,
and
they're usually documenting someone's battle with cancer, or it's like some crazy, like the war in Yemen or something. This is the level of photography.
This dude's dick is artistic, like a war photo.
Yeah.
Also, we've got a silhouette, just like a really well backlit silhouette with his abs and a hard penis. Just because, it's hard to get. What you want to do is you want to go 3/4 hard. That's usually, if you're going to get like a full body photo, So you get 3/4 hard, and then you kind of like, oh, it's just that thick normally, and so he's got one of those, which is classic, gotta get it. Just like how girls have to sit in a certain way to get those hips going, and then he's got the artful backlit photo, and then we've got another artful photo.
You can kind of see his
full
face,
body. My man's is killing it.
If you were a lady and you got that unsolicited,
you would be like, I truly think you might think it was gross, because obviously if you're a girl, you're probably just like, no, not dicks, but you'd be like, dang, he really went the extra mile on here.
Well, I mean, it doesn't even, how you can post nudity on in educational stuff because it's so artful.
Yeah,
that's what if your nudes are artful enough, you could send them to anyone.
His dick doesn't belong in our emails; it belongs in a museum. By the way, please message me and let me know if you're just self-timing these nudes. Maybe I gotta bust out the self-timer.
I would like to, Levi. I would like a master class.
Yeah, dude, for real. Please, just give us a few pointers.
Think of how powerful men would be if we all figured out how to take good nudes.
Dude, incredible.
That's the problem, because we want to send them to ladies, but we got to flip the switch. So women they demand them from us, and we're like, no, these are too good for you. I'm gonna keep them to myself.
I want women to wish they were in our group chats to see our nudes the way we do. I had someone accidentally add me to their group chat, and I saw a nude, and it was really funny. It was on Twitter.
Nice.
I pieced out silently because I didn't want to bum them out, but saw someone
What do you mean pieced out silently? You don't want to bum them out? They probably accidentally, air quotes, added you.
Then I just leave.
Yeah, you bummed them out by leaving.
Maybe. I mean, I get quite a few nudes that I just never answer to on my Instagram because I'm just like, I don't have the energy. Because I don't want to flirt or whatever. I'm like, nothing's going to come of it. But I also don't, like, I'm just like, whatever. Cool naked body.
What else do we got? We got one more email. Oops.
What was it? Did you delete it just now?
I accidentally closed out of it, so I'll let that reload. But we got a review of a review.
What?
In our reviews.
A review of a review?
This one is a 5-star review.
Oh,
from
good. Finally.
The Shoeless Banshee. This is Miss Mariah, that fan that gave us 3 stars, saying we were 2 closeted bi-curious males. 1, I'm not bi. I'm completely straight.
Sure. That's exactly what a gay person would say.
Nope, I'm so straight. I'm completely comfortable with everything.
It's
in my straightness.
Sexuality is a horseshoe. The farther you go straight, the closer you are to all the way gay.
I am as close to gay without being gay as possible.
That's
how
the thing.
straight
Sometimes that horseshoe bends when it gets hot, and doot, 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 they touch. Continue.
So I'm one of Miss Mariah's IRL best friends. She actually really enjoys your podcast. That's good to know. She has been talking about it for weeks. However, she stubbornly maintains her opinion that despite her love for it, objectively, your podcast could be better, more organized, etc. She suggested if I thought your podcast was so great, I actually know nothing about your podcast since I never listened to it, only know that she loves it. Thank you for the 5-star review,
Hell yeah.
even though you never listened to it, reviewing us through your friend. I ought to give you 2 5-star reviews, so that's what I'm doing. Hell yeah, this person's coming in clutch.
Dude, wow. So just so you know, way to redeem yourself, even though you think that I love how she had her friend be like, hey, give him a little critique with the 5 stars, though.
Yeah, I mean, I would have taken a 4-star. I don't care. The 3-star didn't bump me out. It was a good review.
P.S. Shayne, your tattoos are rad, but your neck tattoo stresses me out because I keep thinking it is some sort of tight Victorian high collar and is choking you. I get that all the time.
Yeah, it looks like you're wearing a perma V-neck, or not V-neck, turtleneck.
Turtleneck. Yeah, that's so funny. You know what? The podcast would lose a lot of its charm if we were organized. Because I know that you guys think that we're professionals and that we plan this out and sit down.
I mean, I said, you're like, let's record, and I'm like, shit. I went and looked at the emails. I've kind of put together 2 or 3 emails. I'm like, this one will be good to read.
Truly, we literally just one of us tells the other one, hey, we have to record, and then the other one goes, oh fuck, I forgot, and then we sit down and do it.
Usually on Monday will be like, hey, let's record now so we are ahead of the week, but you
Monday.
like to wait till Sunday, like 4 hours before. You're like, do you want to record? And I'm like, we got to in the next couple hours. And you're like, all right, let's do it.
I feel like we work best under pressure.
Yeah, I am a clutch player. So
you really are a clutch player. Anytime you've ever had to do stand-up when it was like well planned, well organized, and well done, just horrific. Anytime I was like, hey Mac, I need you to just do this thing real fast, it was always good. Do you remember when we've planned, once I brought Mac to Pride and he just did child abuse jokes for 30 minutes.
Those are my normal jokes.
Yeah. I'm just making sure everyone knows that your normal jokes are child abuse jokes.
I don't censor my jokes for any audience. It is what it is.
Calling your dad a child rapist, or no, your uncle a child rapist while he's in the crowd in his hometown.
Look, they're all fictional. People can tell that I'm joking.
Dude, people were just like, what is happening? As you're calling him out by name.
Everyone knew I was joking, and if they didn't know, then I don't care. If they're too stupid to tell that I'm joking.
It's a good time. Okay. Do we have any more emails? I feel like we had other stuff.
We got one more that was good.
Okay.
I'm loading it up, so you gotta.
Hey, by the way, everyone who's been dropping by my Twitch streams, thank you so much. They've been so fun. People have been so cool. We played Outlast. That game is fucking horrifying. So I'm not a fan of scary games. Honestly, I've now cemented in my opinion that I will never, ever play a scary game by myself, ever, for any reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like them.
I love horror games.
I enjoy playing them with people. I would much rather watch you play a scary game. That sounds fun.
Let's do it.
I get anxiety when I'm the person who, if the zombies are eating me, I want to turn the game console off because I don't want to watch.
No, that's where I'm in my element.
Just watching yourself get eaten alive.
No, just killing zombies, being stressed out in games. All right, I found the email.
Okay.
This is from Nunya Business. Very Spanish name. I don't think it's real.
Oh.
Nunya Business. Howdy, my dudes. I just want to say I love the shit out of your podcast.
What?
Writing to you with this question because you're the most perverted and all-around oddball people I could think of, which makes y'all perfect.
Perfect.
So, as someone who had a very traditional upbringing, I've obviously had an encouraged view on different people and sexualities. That's kind of like me. Now, the more bitter end of this is finding out that I'm gay AF and now have no idea how to get with dudes or really feel comfortable with exploring my gender identity. That's a separate issue, he says.
Yes.
As someone sexually suppressed for the majority of my life, I've realized that I'm also kinky as hell. That said, Tinder just isn't cutting it, and FetLife does nothing but almost get you murdered.
That's too true. Dude, FetLife is the fucking worst.
I don't even know what FetLife... I know what it is, but I don't know of what it really is.
So FetLife...
Wait, let me finish this.
Okay.
My question to the cockeyed cowboys is, do other people have problems like this? And furthermore, is there anywhere for people like that to talk? Once again, y'all rad as hell. Love what you guys do. Sincerely, fake name, but still sincere.
Dude, well, firstly, there's a ton of places, even on just Reddit, where you can go, on our relationship advice and shit.
Oh, yeah, but, to talk about...
Or our gay, or whatever. But firstly, FetLife is a website where you sign up. It's it's not a dating website as much as it's Facebook for people who have kinks.
I thought that was a modern slavery website where you sign up to get enslaved by some guy. You live under his desk with a ball and gag for a week.
He just lashes you to the front of his tractor and does yard work or whatever.
What was that, Gord?
Dude, that fucking wild ass video gave me nightmares still to this day. So,
that's FetLife.
Yeah, FetLife is weird.
So, and Tinder isn't kinky enough.
No, Grindr. What are you doing? Go on Grindr.
I feel like Grindr is probably a little
he's trying to explore his sexuality. There's just going to be regular... Listen, there's a lot of regular ass gay dudes on Grindr who are just...
Like there's a lot of gay dudes who want to fuck right now too, though.
That's what I'm saying. Horny singles are in your area.
You don't want to fuck a guy who wants to fuck right now. You want to fuck a guy who's like, "Hey, my name's this. Do you want to fuck?" And then you're like, "Okay."
No, that's what that. I mean, dude, Grindr is literally if the banner ad on a porn site came to life.
I'm saying, just I feel like this guy, as someone who also grew up traditional, that's a little too aggressive.
I guess. But he's saying I kind of find out I'm kinky. I want to explore my sexuality. It's dude, they want it. They've got their little hat that you explore in. They've got they're ready to get into the jungle.
Tinder does
right
suck.
Now. Tinder is the worst. And I can't imagine how much worse it is if you're gay. It can't be good.
I feel like
probably Match.com.
All the best places to find, I don't know, for normal ass meeting people is just in real life, in your real life endeavors.
Ugh, fuck. It's so depressing.
It's depressing but true.
It is real.
If you want something lasting.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I deleted all my dating stuff over a year ago, and it's been really good to not have. Definitely unhealthy.
So yeah, other people do have problems like this.
Yeah,
we
dude,
even have
everyone.
problems like this.
Yeah, and also FetLife is trash. Get off there. If you're just trying to meet someone to sleep with or whatever, just go on Grindr and like maintain your boundaries. If someone's like, "Oh, I want to fuck," just be like, "All right, not you," and just move on to the, whoever you're interested in. But yeah, FetLife is, dude. The thing about the fetish community is, it sounds super sexy.
They're a little aggressive.
Well, and they're also just like, it sounds like it's gonna be like, people go on FetLife and they assume like I'm gonna be there trying to tie you up and like drip candle wax on you and like make you come. But the reality is that it's fucking the doctor from Tiger King with his 5-woman polycule where he forces them to wear leopard outfits and pose for photos and like. It's fucking terrible.
I mean, if you're into that.
It's just like some fat dude with a goatee who has like a harem of brainwashed theater nerds. It's fucking weird, man. It's never good. It's never what you want it to be. It's like when you go to a swingers party and it's all old people.
Here's my advice. Add people on social media, especially now that we're all locked down.
Yep.
And establish a repertoire. Like, look for people that you kind of are into the same things they're kind of into. Comment on one or two of their things. If they add you back, seem responsive, slowly build up and keep talking to them and then meet them that way.
Oh my God. What the fuck was that actual advice? He's not trying to find the one.
I didn't say he was trying to find the one. That's a good way to find some one. Another one.
I love that that's been Mac's only. Mac revealed his whole ass moveset just now.
That's not my whole ass moveset.
That's it.
That's everyone's moveset.
No, it's not. People have different movesets. Some people bust into your DMs like, let's fuck. Some people bust in with naked photos. Some people don't meet online. Some people meet in person.
Yeah, that's how I started my advice. Talking to people in front of the person. So there's that. That's just it's rough for everyone, gay or straight.
Yeah, it's wild. Although you should have an easier time if you're gay. I'm telling you, if you're just trying to explore your sexuality and get like pounded out.
What if you're not trying to get pounded out?
I'm just saying, if you're trying to get pounded out, you're gonna have a good time.
But if you're looking for something more gentle,
good luck.
You're gonna have a bad time. This is what I'm saying. This guy has the traditional upbringing. He might want to be coddled and taken care of gently. He might just want to do mouth stuff and not give up his butt.
Man, you know a lot about being a gay dude who doesn't want to just get pounded out trying to figure out what's going on in life, Mac.
Trust me, I'm a 0 on the Kinsey Scale.
Okay.
You need to take the test and find out what number you are.
Dude, what does the number go to?
I think it goes 0 to 7.
7? Probably like a 5 or a 6.
Yeah?
No, you can't be a 0 because you'd suck a dick to save the world.
That is the problem. So
you'd suck a dick instead of taking one in the ass.
So for everyone who doesn't know, there's this thing called the Kinsey Scale. And it was, what is it? Dr. Alfred Kinsey, he's like some
dude. By the way, can I just say Dr. Alfred Kinsey just sounds like a dude who's hanging out at school one day and all of his friends are like, "You're gay. You eat pudding like a gay lord. You're gay." And he's like, "I'll show all of you." And he like made a scale. And he invented a whole scale of how gay you are. And then he was like, "Hey, just so you guys know, I invented a scientific scale, and all of you, maximum gay, fucking gay."
It goes 0 to 6.
Okay.
0 is exclusively heterosexual, and then it ranks up to there where 6 is exclusively homo.
Where do you blow someone instead of getting fucked in the butt? That's what number?
Let's see. Is that predominantly heterosexual, only incidentally homosexual? Is that one?
What is incidentally homosexual? Is that when you see me naked while I walk around the apartment?
Just an incident? So there's like online tests you can take, and I took one just because I was...
An online test? If you're taking an online test to see if you're gay, motherfucker, I have horrible news for you.
No. So I took the test. This is a while ago. And I remember the first time it was like, you're going to have to take the test again. It's like inconclusive. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And the next time I took it, it was like, you broke the test somehow.
Inconclusive? How's that possible?
It couldn't figure it out. And I think it didn't like how I was answering questions because the way some of the questions were worded, it's just like, under any circumstances would you ever like engage in homosexual activity? And I'm like, yeah, if aliens came down and were like, suck that guy's dick, then we won't blow up the world. They'd be like, all right, let's do this. So maybe I'm like a 0.5 on the Kinsey scale.
Dude, that's fucking wild. You broke the test.
If a really hot girl was just like, I'll hook up with you, but you gotta jack off my brother. I'm just like, if she's a 10.
I'm with you. I think to especially just jacking a guy off. Can you wear a glove?
Yeah, there you go.
It's jacking a dude off is okay. Well, how about this? Is it gay if you push a button that makes another man come?
Ooh, I know where that button is, and it's inside of a man's asshole, and it is gay to push that button.
That's not what I meant. So let's just say late at night, it's storming outside.
Okay.
You're with your wife, okay? There's water, so I don't know why I did sound effects, but you get it. Scary movie stuff. There's a knock on the door. Who could it be this late at night? Mm-hmm. You open the door. It's a man in a trench coat and a fedora with fine, small wire glasses. He says, I have a proposition for you. Please don't close the door. You could make $1 million. And you say, okay. And he sits down at your kitchen table and he sets down a box. And he opens the box. And in the box is a big red button. And he says, if you push this button, someone you don't know who is a man will come in his pants and you can have $1 million. But if you don't push the button, you will 100% not be gay. Do you push the button?
How many times can I push the button before he takes the button away from me?
Here's what happens. You push the button and then he comes. He goes, I knew you would. You're fucking gay.
Dude, $1 million? That's what, you know what? I might not be a 0. I might be a 0.75 on the Kinsey.
What is that movie where the dude does that and he's like, if you push the button, someone you don't know dies?
Dude, I would totally push that button.
I've never met someone who was like, is that even a moral quandary?
A 1 in 7, like 7 billion people on there. Is it 8 billion yet?
Yeah, it's 8.
Dude,
it's 8.
I bet you could push that button a million times and no one you'd know would die.
just slamming the button down over and over.
Yeah, how many times would you push the button if someone on Earth died?
I would just be cranking them out. You might get someone bad, honestly.
Yeah, you don't know that you might kill some real bad dudes. You might kill someone who was they're like 85, already on deathbed, right? You don't know. You might kill some good people though. Is that worth $1 million?
But if you don't know them, out of sight, out of mind.
You've convinced me.
It's so tough. That's the thing is like, is it a trap? Are they going to kill someone you know? Here's also the thing. Like, I mean, that the whole premise to that show is so stupid because like, how am I going to get the money? Do you just have cash? If you're killing people with a button, why wouldn't you just kill me and take the money back?
The feds just print up an extra $1 million and they just put it in your bank account.
Right? I mean, who knows? But anyway, you would make a guy come with the button. That's pretty gay.
Yes, you got me.
Everyone confirmed. We got him, everyone. Podcast over. This whole thing has been only about this. Just Mac admitting.
No more emails.
Okay.
That I can see at the moment.
What are you doing now?
Looking up that Kinsey scale some more. I think you are probably a 3 or 4.
I'll take the test right now.
It's a long test.
Is
it has
it?
at least like 10 questions.
I mean, do you is there multiple choice answers?
Yeah, it's like a multiple choice. It'd be very boring.
It can't be that accurate.
I mean, it's probably as accurate as any other test that you take, like an IQ test.
You think the Kinsey scale is as good as an IQ test?
It's just a test. It doesn't mean anything.
Your gay Q?
Here.
That your gay Q is different from if you're gay or not, because you can know a lot about how gay stuff works without being gay. You know, you have a penis, so you know, like.
Oh, this one has 7 questions.
All right.
Here, we'll do you.
Answer the yeah.
Question 107. To whom are you attracted? Both men and women, mostly people of the opposite sex of mine, mostly people of the same sex as mine, only people of the opposite sex of mine, only people that are the same sex as mine.
Mostly people of the opposite sex.
Okay. Next. Who have you had sex with? Both men and women? Both men and women, but I prefer people of the opposite sex from mine. Both men and women, but I prefer people of the same sex as mine. only people of the opposite sex, only people of the same sex.
Both, but prefer the opposite.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Who have you had sexual fantasies about? Both men and women? It's the same.
Both men and women.
Okay. But mostly?
Oh, but mostly women. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. With whom do you form strong emotional bonds? Both men and women? Mostly.
Both men and women.
No bias?
No bias.
Who do you feel the most comfortable socializing with?
Both, no bias.
Both men and women, no bias. The idea of having sex with someone of the opposite sex from mine is desirable, interesting, tolerable, negative, disgusting.
Desirable?
Yeah, that's the...
Intolerable and disgusting are two different ones.
You are a 2.
Whoa! Damn.
Heterosexual, more than incidental homosexual tendencies.
What is that even? How
Incidentally,
old is this test?
I don't know. This is just the first
I love
one.
a test that's like, you fucked a guy, 2 out of 6. Get
Not
gay or
gay.
scrub. You're like,
gay.
what? That's pretty gay. It's pretty gay.
Look, if you fuck one guy and then fuck 100 women...
It cancels out. Every 100 women deletes a man that you've had sex with.
I think that's a good ratio.
No. Oh, man, that's wild. How many dudes would you have to have sex with to delete the amount of women you fucked?
2. once it's 2.
You had that number up so fast. You were just ready with it. Man, what a wild time we live in. Well, that one person who said we were closeted bisexuals, they've really thrown the podcast for a loop because I feel like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Honestly.
Hold on, I'm taking the test.
Oh, are you? I want to see where you end up. You got to tell us what you're saying.
It's only the opposite people.
No, it's only the opposite the whole time. You form strong relationships with both. In fact, I would say mostly men.
Yeah, that's the one where emotional bonds, mostly people of the same sex as mine.
That's right.
That's where I'm going to get
You're
got.
gay in your feelings.
Socializing with.
I love the idea of like a homophobic guy, trying to prove that he's not. Like, just imagine a bunch of dudes at a KKK meeting
taking this test.
Prove it, motherfucker. And then you're taking the test, and it's like, who do you socialize with or whatever? And so you want to say men, but you know that it's going to make you gayer. So you're trying to like, what do I put here? Doing anything it takes to get a 0. Yo, Grand Wizard got a 0.5. Had to take him out.
Oh, look, I got a 0.
No way. Nice.
I told you.
Good for you.
Dude, I'm so straight, I can't even form an emotional bond with a friend as a woman.
Dude, I used to have, I don't really anymore, but I used to have like male friends who were like, I could never be friends with a woman.
Yeah, that's wild.
You're like, what? And you're like, yeah, man, I either fuck her or I don't. And you're like, that's not, how do you work with women? They're just like, I want to fuck them, but I can't because we work together. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
It's very old school Mike Pence.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, I forget that didn't he get just even more religious as the presidency's gone on, where at first he was like, yeah, I'll shake hands with women, and now whoever he's hanging out with is like, nah.
I can't remember. All I know is his rules is he won't like be alone in the same room with only a woman unless his wife is there.
That's a rule in Islam and Orthodox Judaism, and they both have the same exact proverb for it.
Oh, yeah?
When a man and a woman are alone in a room, the third person in there is the devil.
I agree with that.
Well, actually, I don't think the Orthodox people have that proverb now, because they wouldn't have the devil. So whoever told me that lied. I just logicked my way out of that. But I know that it's an Islamic proverb.
I agree with it.
You do? I do too, actually. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
The devil watches me fuck.
So,
dude, when two guys are alone, who's the third person in the room? Is it Jesus? Just being like, hell yeah,
it's also
bro.
the devil.
Just watching.
The devil just wants people to fuck.
He's always there.
And God's like, no, you guys. Because when you're fucking, you're not worshiping God unless There's those crazy religious people who are like, fucking is the ultimate expression of God.
Oh, there are people like that.
Is that like that tantric?
Yeah.
When you like
a lot of like regular like reform and conservative Jewish people, and I actually think some that like spilled over into Mormonism, where they're like, when you get married, sex is like you should be fucking always enjoy each other.
I feel like a lot of hippies are kind of like that.
Oh
too.
yeah, hippy dippy people for sure.
Where they're like, when we're naked in the woods,
fuck the crystal into me.
yeah, it's like
what?
When you're fucking, that's like being together in the universe. You meld into one, and it's just like, okay.
What did I see? I saw a video of like a girl like with like a singing bowl and like a crystal in this guy's like pubic. She had like crystals set around his hard dick, and she was like,
whoa, cool,
trying to like spiritually cleanse his dick before she fucked it or something. She was like she's basically like infusing his dick. His dick was gathering energy for a spirit bomb, and then she was gonna fuck it. Like, it was crazy.
Giving the negative spirits.
Yeah,
dude. Was she trying to cast the gay spirits out of his dick so he would be horny for her?
I don't know what the deal was. They were like in the woods, of course.
Damn, what you were just watching this?
Yeah, dude. And also, I remember it was very specific because she was wearing like one of those like weird knitted tank tops that was like a cutoff, and she wasn't wearing a bra. That was it though. So she was wearing no bottoms, but just like that tank top with no bra. And I was like, oh, this is fucking hot. And then it like, there's a third cameraman there, like a third person, the devil, I guess, with a camera.
That was his name.
Yeah. And then it was just this dude's dick and she was like crystal singing, bowling his dick. And I didn't, there was no more I couldn't find the rest of it.
You know, every time I've like laid down a dream catcher on a woman's pussy and then come on it, she's never gotten pregnant.
Whoa.
So I think they work. Because my dream is to not get this lady pregnant if I'm coming outside of her.
It just catches it. There you go. Dude, do you remember when they used to have foam that you sprayed into a girl's pussy for birth control?
Is that like the sponge?
It's kind of, but it was like expanding.
I don't remember
foam.
that. What?
So you know how like if you get a gunshot, they have the expanding, cauterizing foam that will stop the bleeding. They had that.
Real? When was
it's
this?
real. It's real.
Does it still exist today?
No, it doesn't. It didn't work good. Of course, it didn't work.
I was gonna say, did it kill anybody?
Dude, just imagine. It's basically like putting a Miracle Whip can up your pussy and then just doing a whip it out of your puss.
Oh my god!
And then you fuck it in, and then it catches. It's supposed to catch your sperm, I guess.
This isn't real.
It's real. Look it up.
What do I type to look it up?
Spray in birth control.
Spray in birth control. I've never heard of this.
It's real, unless I saw it in a movie and it was fake and I got when I was a kid.
You were watching some like RoboCop science fiction porn, and there's like, "Do you have protection?" Yes.
Dude, I specifically remember this couple trying to have sex and the stuff didn't work and the can explodes and the guy's like, "Can we put it in with a spoon?" And I was like,
what?
As a kid, I was like, how do you put it in with a spoon? Is it real? Did you find it?
Well, there's spermicide lube.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
You're talking about like a weird foam.
Yeah,
I
am.
don't think exists.
It exists, man.
6 types of spermicide.
Dude, I'm looking up foam.
Oh, spermicidal foam. It exists.
Hell yeah, dude. I told you, motherfucker.
So, yeah, 6 types of spermicide. That'd be a cool band name. Like a good metal name. Does that exist? Does spermicide? There's the creams and gels.
Foam birth control. Look, you put it in with a syringe.
Oh, that looks so... I like the guy's camo back top.
yeah, everyone. I just got this thing. He loaded up a syringe with it, and it's like on a camouflage backdrop. Like, he's ready to do business. Hell yeah. You think we can find a video of someone explaining how to use... Oh, fuck, I can't type on my phone. How to use foam birth control. Ladies, if you've ever used foam birth control, reach the fuck out, because this shit is wild. This can't work good. This is like basically like if you're like, we don't want a kid, but if we get pregnant, we'll deal with it type birth control. It's like, why even do this at this point?
Foam.
The sponge is a form of birth control. How to insert a vaginal sponge. Oh, I don't know. None of this is right. Anyway, it's fucking wild, right?
All I'm saying is the pull-out method has done me well for the past 10 years. Still no kids that I know of.
The pull-out method works, but
Only if you are smart enough to let it work.
I will say a big disclaimer for everyone here. I've done the pull-out method and had it not work, and I did not finish. I didn't finish, and she got pregnant still.
It's on you.
But I also pre-cum a ton, dude. I could fill up a shot glass. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
It's gross.
I know. It's nasty. Think about how I feel. It's my penis. All right, everyone.
We should have we should count it. The next episode should have no sex talk.
Yeah,
That's
let's do that.
This has been nothing but a sex ed from front to end.
All right, everyone. We're going to go 0 sex next episode. I hope you're all excited for it.
I am. I'm hard for no sex next episode.
Dude, it's going to be tight. So, no shows. No anything. Go to twitch.tv/Shaydozer and watch me stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and then other random days during the week. I'll probably add a second permanent day pretty soon here as April moves along and I get partnered on Twitch.
Nice. You'll be making that Twitch money.
Hell yeah. And so that's basically what I'm up to. What do you got going on, Mac?
I've been playing video games.
Which is cool as fuck. We're actually gonna play a game on stream together. We're gonna play River City Girls.
I'm just learning about this, but okay.
Yeah. It's a beat 'em up. It's a very popular co-op beat 'em up that a lot of people said was good, and so I think we should play it on stream together.
If you want, you can reach out to us at Cowboy Boys podcast at gmail.com.
Yes.
Where you ask us questions for advice, send us pictures, send us stuff you just want to send us, videos. Memes.
Yeah. And if you want to contribute to the No Sex episode and you have no sex questions, please send them our way.
People, if you want to support us, we have an Amazon link on our website, cowboyboys.rodeo. Someone said that it doesn't exist there. Turn off your ad block. It still exists. It still works. Trust me. Other than that, you can follow us on social media, interact with us. We are in the works of getting merch because a lot of people have asked. But someone asked if we have shirts out. Not yet. And that guy wanted our permission to use our logo.
Yeah.
Go for it. I don't care.
do anything you want with our likeness, with our logo.
Cut and paste our voices into stuff.
We don't care.
Re-release these episodes as
just whatever. It's fine.
Remix them. Yeah, but I'm excited to see your homegrown merch.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Until we get our own.
All right, everyone. That's the fucking podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Fucking yeehaw.
Yeehaw.